or Hanukkah or whatever?
My Kwanzaa was delightful.
I had a wonderful rainbow gathering.
No, it was great. Yeah, I basically didn't do shit for like 2 weeks. My wife's a teacher, so she was off.
Nice.
And we did a lot of hanging out and eating and drinking and watching TV. And we kept my son an Xbox, so we did a lot of Xboxing.
Nice.
And yeah, it was a really nice. It was a really nice holiday.
I apologize to everyone in the chat box. I probably hung up on accident, though. The hang up button is not accessible, so I think either the stream just got derailed or I probably said something stupid. Or it sounded to a robot like I said something stupid.
Weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. What were we talking about? Where'd Rob go? Rob, I want to say I'm proud of you, but like I would have been proud of Rob if he came with like 30. Then it would have been
baby steps. Baby steps. Let's give small rewards where they're deserved, but acknowledge that you can do better.
Of Rob's shirt. I ordered a shirt from him live on the internet.
Which shirt did you get?
That will inspire him.
I got a sweet large gotcha shirt from the like early 90s, like a surfing skateboarding shirt, like a shirt sleeveless, so that when I get these guns back, I can show them.
That's illegal in
the gun show. That's my AK-47s. Yeah, so what else? eBay stuff. I want to talk about eBay stuff. Yeah, so oh man, fuck.
Like with all the screwdrivers and stuff. You use it all the time?
Michael!
He can't hear you.
Bastard! I wanted to. Damn it!
Hold on.
I just like to.
Rocking that sexy V-neck. Those chesty hairs popping out.
My V-neck brings all the boys to the yard. My V-neck is everything else.
Sexy V.
Happy New Year, Michael.
What?
Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year to you too.
Okay, are you guys done now?
Let your husband play for a second.
No. He can get his own friends.
Get his own fucking channel, man.
He would love to have like a networking YouTube show. Oh my god. I bet he'd love that.
You could find other giant nerds.
Other networking nerds to talk to.
Networking nerds make the money.
Oh yeah. He listens to like all these networking podcasts and I walk into the room and I'm just like, I'm asleep before I can even like step both feet in.
Best birth control ever.
Seriously. I'm like, and bye.
Oh shit, I gotta publish this. Link here. Pardon my language. I'm being very what's the word? I'm being very pirate mouth at the moment. So I gotta find some shit, okay? And I know it's out there, and I have some weird mental barrier to finding shit, but like I haven't done very good since I got back. I also haven't been focused at sourcing. Yeah, I haven't been really good at sourcing at all, but I've probably spent 2 hours doing it.
Well, there you go. I think we've identified.
Yeah, it's been a lot of time, but I usually like to go in quickly. I have like a path where I go in quickly, and I try to extract surface value without having to get too deep. But I did get a badass T-shirt today by looking through the T-shirt rack. But
did you go to the Goodwill?
Yeah, I went to Goodwill. I wanted to go to a couple more Goodwill, and then I wanted to go. I didn't get to go to the bin. Like, I don't really. The stuff out of the bins themselves, so they're closing the bins that's near my shop. I just found out that. So the higher quality stuff is going to Hillsborough and to the airport. Like, it's not, by March, they'll have it. So they're slowing down with certain categories. Like, a friend of I know one of the guys who's like kind of like the floor manager there, and I kind of asked him about it. And yeah, they're just slowing everything down, and then they're just gonna stop. So that's kind of crappy because I moved to that location kind of because it was close to the bins. You know, it's nice to have that sourcing ability.
Yeah.
But the quality has really, really, really been. Krillin's trying to get in here. Whoa. What is that?
He's inviting us to a hangout. That's not how this works.
Yeah, stop
Yeah.
it.
Krillin, you
So
gotta
loud.
get your head straight.
Krillin, stop.
Stop.
Dude,
Stop.
he's trying to bogart your viewers by starting his own
It
channel.
won't let me tell him to fuck off. It was like accept. Like I couldn't decline it. You gotta click that link, dude. Click that link, or I'll invite you, but you have to give me your email because you're not in my email list for some reason. Hey, Mark Swinson. Mark Swinson's always in the house.
I know, he watches Sip and Flip too. So, hey, what's up?
He's trying to list 3 items a day on eBay. That's a good goal.
Good.
I can take care of
Everybody's
it.
goals are different. I don't want anyone to ever get discouraged when we give somebody shit for listing 10 items. It's because we
No.
know that their goals are different. If
Yeah.
your goal is 3 items a day, go you. That's what I say. Good.
Absolutely, and
Good
you
for
make
you.
that goal. I'm just trying to get Rob more goal oriented because he has the potential to do so much better for himself, and I know that because I see his skill level, and you know, I made the decision that busting his balls is the best way to help him.
Well, and everybody needs to be inspired differently. Like some people do not take well to that kind of,
I know I would
eggnog.
never do that with you.
No, you make me cry.
I know with you you had a problem, but also you mobilized to fix it, so there was no reason to bust your
That's
balls.
true. I don't require much except a little bit of like, you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can. I don't like bullshit either. Like I'm telling the truth on all parts. Like when anybody makes a step forward and you see something that could be an issue, let people know about it and let them know the positive. I mean, I don't like to focus on the negative at all. It's not my gig. If it sounds like I'm being negative with Rob, it's actually not. I'm trying to get him to realize that I am completely full of shit and he can do way, 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 way better than that. He's a really smart guy. He has a lot of experience. He can spend so much time in reseller oriented stuff. He probably knows more than anybody out there, and he can execute too. She just seems to have a problem listing stuff for some reason, and everybody seems to initially. It's like I know he's been probably doing it a long time, but it's kind of like the noob thing where you have a pile of stuff that's just sitting there because you think you're going to make money on it or whatever. But the difference is Rob has stuff that actually is worth a lot of money. It's not.
If I had shit,
Dude, I would be if I didn't have time to listen. I'd be calling people to be like, "Come over, please."
I would be finding babysitters and just
Oh
being
yeah.
like, okay, I need 2 days to myself here.
Yep.
I'd have all of that listed in a week.
Yep. Me too. I would absolutely. I'm actually a very proficient lister, and I just honestly, I just don't like it. I like to do it for a minute or two. What I really like to do right now is oversee the process of items leaving. I like to see kind of the finished product right now and try to figure out what's the best way. My packing, I'm trying to get things to where they fit in a certain bigger items. I know you can make good money on them, but God, they're such a pain. They really are a pain to ship. They take so much time to pack. I made great money on the snowboard, but Jesus, it took me 25 minutes to pack the damn thing.
I sold a relatively small hard good today, and I'm very proud of myself for selling it. But at the same time, I'm like, I have to go find a box.
You don't necessarily have to find a box either. If you have bubble wrap and those if you have bubble wrap and those nice little cushiony things, you can easily put something in flat rate. You can put it in the big poly. I ship hard goods in poly
This
bags.
is like it's a Crown Royal cradle.
Got it. Yeah. So you got to
So
put it.
it's like it's big and square.
Yeah.
But I knew Crown Royal stuff sold, and it was only $1. So I sold it for $20, but I sold it in 2 days.
But
So
did you charge shipping or free shipping?
yeah. No, I always charge shipping. I don't do free shipping. I'm not about that life, especially not with hard goods. I'm contemplating it for first class items, but for anything going priority, no, I don't do that. Especially because we live on a coast, right? So everything is so expensive that goes to the opposite coast. The fluctuation of shipping can be so high.
Yeah.
I think if I lived in the Midwest, I'd be more apt to do that because your price to the West Coast and the East Coast is the same, pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway, so Mark Swinson says, the little I've heard Rob talk about his listing process, I believe that the greatest help you could give him, Corey, is to show him how to set up a photo workstation and establish a flow. And I absolutely think that you're 100% right, Mark. But we got to get Krillin listing, and then as he can list, let's get him a better process. But we got to get some stuff listed, which he did today. It's awesome. I know that you know how to list stuff, dude. It's like there's some kind of mental block that's stopping you, I guess. Or you don't want to sell the shit. I don't know if it's a mental block or if you just don't want to sell it.
Like what? The good stuff?
Anything, everything.
I know, but you see how the colors don't come out that great? It took me a while.
Because you need a lighting setup, brah.
I know.
You need a lighting setup, and you need it yesterday.
I know. I still have those other suits to list too. Those Xenia suits,
I'm gonna start busting your balls so hard right now.
Enough.
What are you talking about?
Man.
Jesus Christ. Okay. What will stop you from getting a lighting setup right now?
What's stopping me? I have no place to set anything up.
Yes,
I got no room.
Yes, you do.
Where?
I don't fucking know. Put your bed in the corner. I don't give a shit.
In the toilet?
Yeah, put it in the toilet. Put it in the fucking bathtub and take it down. Put it up, take your shit, and take it down. You're just
that's a pain.
bastard. You're making me mad now. I don't have a place for it.
I don't got a room.
That's what you sound like to me right now. I don't have a place for it. I'm gonna cry over here. I don't list things anymore because I don't like it, but I can pay somebody to do it.
I told you I had a kid in my neighborhood who was doing the pictures, but then he got a job.
Yeah. Anyway,
and it was decent.
Okay. Bear with me here. Just bear with me.
I gotta find another kid.
You don't need to find another kid. You gotta list that shit. You gotta work more than an hour a day. Okay, wait, listen.
I worked 2 hours today, bro. No, I worked probably about, 4 hours today, 5 hours.
You're like afraid of working. What if you worked 5 8-hour days?
Ooh. There's go into your state. You don't count that work.
Right? You don't even care. You're like, I just buy this stuff and it sits here, and I'm just gonna let it sit here. And I don't give a shit because I bought it. It's a good price because I bought it. It's not a good price until you sold it.
No, I know. I'm not bragging. I'm not saying, oh wow, I'm doing so good.
But you have the capacity to.
I don't. If you don't have the room to take pictures.
God damn it. Look, I can see a place where you can move shit right now. Put that shit on top of put the lighting setup on top of your fucking bed. And then take it down. And then put it back up again. And then take it down again.
Nah, I can't do that.
Yes, you can. You're such a
So I gotta show you my office again. How much my death. Do you want me to show you my death piles?
Your whole life is a death pile right now.
Where's DP over here?
Elliot's just
I would go nuts
to me rant at you.
Excuse me, what? Hello? Sorry. I'm
This is
working
not-
on.
And I would go.
I'm just working on a website right now, so I'm so not focused on anything other than that. But it's nice to be here with you, and I just want you all to know that you're special to me. Carry on.
I love how you could tell there's not that much stuff in your room because you can hear the echo.
Oh, my room.
Yeah, that because
I'm kind of, it's weird that my eBay fun and my love for minimalism kind of clash. But I try and keep this room pretty. This is my actual office, so I try and keep it pretty sparse.
You're gonna have to explain minimalism. I'm not gonna. That's too hip for me, man.
It's selling all your shit on eBay, so you have nothing left.
Yeah, but then we have to go get more.
Minimalism.
This is why he doesn't understand. Then I have to go get more.
Then I have to go get more, and then death piles. Death piles.
Cracking out. No, but on the serious.
You haven't seen my room upstairs, which is quite a different story.
See, but you know what? Let me tell you something.
Tell us something. Break it down for us.
Can you say go?
You would agree with me.
Shine box for me just once.
I'm sorry. Shine box.
Can you say go get your fucking shine box for me just once?
Go get your fucking shine box.
Ah,
Tommy. Tommy, if I was gonna bust your balls, I'd tell you to go get your shine box.
Oh, this is what I live for.
It's funny because my old boss, his father called me yesterday, which I still haven't called him back, and he was very close with those guys. You know, the real, not the actors, the real guys. Jimmy Burke, which was Jimmy Burke was what's his name's Robert De Niro's character in the movie. Of course, he was very close with Henry. Henry he's from my area. You know, that's where Henry's from.
Right.
He's from the Five Towns. Well, I lived outside. I don't live near I live like 15 minutes from the Five Towns. You know, that's where he. You know, in the movie, that's where he meets. You know, what's her name? Lorraine Bracco.
Yeah.
In the Five Towns. But what was I gonna say? But I still haven't called this guy back because I don't want to go back to my old job. You know what?
Oh, is that why the guy's calling? He wants you back?
Yeah, because these guys, you know, he wants a sweetheart talk me to come back, and I don't want to come back.
Yeah.
You know what?
Well,
restaurant business.
Think about why'd you leave in the first place? You know.
Because his son, which the guy who's a psychotic guy, the guy who knew Henry and everybody, the guy he went to prison, killed people and shit. I'm very close with him. Okay, but his son is bipolar, takes a lot of drugs. I don't like working with people who are on drugs. Okay, I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't like that.
Right.
And it's very difficult to. I'm very like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Let's do it. Blah blah blah. You know, whatever it is. But when people are on drugs, today they tell you to do it this way. Tomorrow it's the other way. The next day it's the other way. And you know what? I can't. I'm not mentally stable enough to handle that. I can't. I just can't do it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean,
and my boss, he'll go and fire people. He'll fire people and bring them back the next day, and then he'll fire, and then he burns through managers. You know,
what kind of job was it?
You know, restaurant business. Yeah, restaurant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the restaurant.
I was a bartender.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say the restaurant business is brutal. You know, I grew up, you know, washing dishes, cooking. I was like a line cook and all that shit.
Oh, so you know.
For the most part, I had a good experience. You know, I love food. I love that environment. But like the first place I ever worked, you know, I was like this young kid, and I walked down to the basement to get some supplies, and there's a bunch of guys just blowing lines off of this dirty table and shit.
Listen, everybody in the restaurant business has a vice. Like you said, either somebody's doing lines, or somebody, you know, is running from the law, or somebody is, you know, degenerate gamblers. You know, and I'm trying to get away from those kind of people. I'm trying to clean up my life. I don't want to associate with degenerates.
No, I agree
even
with you. I
Well,
think
then you're in the
that's
wrong
smart.
place because I'm standing right in front of you.
No, degenerate. He knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Now, what town do you live in, Elliot?
I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm
Oh,
originally
Phoenix, I don't know.
from Massachusetts. I'm from Central Mass.
Yeah, so you know, Massachusetts, you got drinking towns. That's what we got.
Oh my God, yeah. Like just Massachusetts should just be renamed like Irish whiskey town.
Yeah.
It's just people fucking. It's cold. It's dirty. There's nothing to do but drink up there. I mean, Boston's a beautiful city. Worcester's a cool place where I grew up.
Elliot, the poetic nature of your voice just sings to me like a bird sometimes.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
So how did you end up? Let me ask you, Elliot. I'm sorry to cut, but how did you end up in Arizona? Family? You guys moved out there when you were a kid? Your parents moved out there, or?
No, I grew up I was in Massachusetts until I was 23, I think. But my best friend from high school, he moved out here to Phoenix with his brother, and they started a business. They started a company building cell phone towers.
Oh, nice.
So those guys were he didn't go to college. Like he came straight out here with his brother after high school. I went to college for 5 years because that extra year on the end is always good. Who's calling us?
It's weird.
The fuck was that? Get that shit out of here. Anyway, so
when I was TSH. Hold on, let me invite TSH.
My buddy was out here with his brother. And then, I think it was when I was in college. I came out here for spring break and hung out for a couple weeks, and there was something really cool about this place that.
But so you're in the city. It's city limits. You're not outside the city.
Well, I'm in West Phoenix, so I'm like right by the football stadium.
Okay, because I see some. I couldn't drive on roads with dusty roads. Like it just creeps me out kind of a little bit. No.
with like tumbleweeds and shit.
Yeah, like you watch this guy. You know Global Voodoo, of course, right?
Yeah.
So I watch, people watch his videos, and he's sourcing, and he's driving around, and I swear I could never live in that area. I mean, it's so.
Oh my God! When I see I'm like
Yuma or some shit.
Yeah. I have the same feeling as you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's driving down the road, and dust comes, and the road is covered in dust. What the? Can I curse? Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't want.
No. It's okay. No, listen. I've driven through sandstorms like that. It's insane. I've been driving down the road, tumbleweeds fly by, and you hear that strange whistle. But yeah, Phoenix is weird because it's like there's parts of it that are nice, but a lot of Phoenix is like just brown and shitty. But it's also really close to like. If you drive north like an hour, you're in the trees. There's Prescott, Flagstaff, Grand Canyon. There's some beautiful places in Arizona. Tons of great like mountain biking. Tons of great hiking.
So those areas are not desert.
What's that?
Prescott, they're not desert. Prescott.
No. And even like east side of the city, like and like Superstition Mountains, Mesa, Gilbert. Like the Superstitions are one of the coolest places I've ever been because it's like you hike out into the mountains. There's rivers, there's trees, there's orchards. There's like, it's not just crap desert with cactuses and shit. There's a lot. There's a ton of different types of climates and ecosystems here. So you just gotta get out of the city and go find them. But it's a really cool state to live in, and I just didn't want to live in Massachusetts and shovel fucking shit anymore. So,
yes,
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, my buddy was out here, and then when I met my wife in college, we basically we graduated. We saved up for about a year, and then we took all our money and drove out here. And we've been here like 14 years now. So.
I'm sorry. Which college you went to? I'm sorry.
Oh, I went to school in Vermont, a little place called
Vermont.
Linden State College, which was like a little liberal arts school.
Uh-huh.
It was actually like smaller than my high school, but yeah, that's it.
Now, let me ask you one more question. How far are you from this town? Here, this is Arizona. I know here. I just picked up this shirt here.
Oh, Scottsdale?
Ooh, I want to see that. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Is embroidered?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I do work on the Barrett Jackson. I've done work for them for their all the catalogs and stuff for the cars.
Yeah,
Scottsdale is about.
That's a sick shirt.
35 minutes away. 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah,
if you ever get a chance, you got to come out and go to the Barrett Jackson show out here. It's absolutely insane. I go almost every year. The cars, the people watching, all the 90-year-old dudes with their 30-year-old girlfriends. It's like the greatest thing you've ever seen.
You got to have a lot of Scarol for that, though.
And, facelifts, and it's all true. It's amazing.
See, because that's what I was saying. I was thinking in that area, the estate sales would be good because I know a lot of people that got money.
Yeah.
They move out there, and they have a lot of wealth.
Right.
And they're gonna drop dead, like you said. The ages you got guys that are with.
Yeah. No. That's one thing. It's like I haven't even. I would love to go up to Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, Cave Creek. Those are all like east Phoenix, where all the rich folk live, and hit some estate sales because I'm sure it's like a treasure trove of horrible, gaudy shit that would go for a lot of money on the internet.
But a lot of
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I love Corey's best. I'm gonna choke on my own words.
He's so proper today too. Like he would normally just interrupt me mid-sentence, but he let you guys go on for the last 5 minutes.
That's the most words I've ever said in a row without Corey interrupting.
I made this channel so that I could talk. Like you're all just here.
You're all invited, but you can't talk.
Yeah, come on. Let's not ignore the. Did you like the title of this hangout today, Chris?
I don't even read them anymore because they're like nonsense, man. I have no idea what they mean.
Poopers, scoopers, troopers.
My swamp grass brings all the moose to my swamp. I think it should have been.
You don't even know what the hell you.
I don't remember it. So what's going on, man? You're at the work, I assume.
Yeah, I'm in the Matrix.
I know, it's so weird.
At this time.
It's like you're in a photo cube.
Yeah, it's actually like a crazy conference room, one of dozens.
Yeah,
it's literally the Matrix here.
I believe you. I don't know where you go or where you come from, but sometimes you pop up out of the Matrix, and that's okay. Dive into the Matrix, mine some cryptocurrency, jump back out.
Oh. There you go. Nice. Cryptos are on a little bit of a dip the last couple days.
I think there's people are moving money into Ethereum right now.
Yeah, Ethereum and coinmarketcap.com, they took out all the Korean exchanges.
I know, yeah.
And so that's why a lot of the prices are going down too, they say. Yeah,
there was like a pricing anomaly because of how high they trade there or something. I don't know. Exactly. It's better to have I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be regional. It really should be global because they are global marketplaces. Whether you can't communicate globally, it can be communicated globally. I've got kind of a boner for Litecoin. I think Litecoin is. It's just the only one that you can really use.
Hey, Krillin, are you doing any crypto stuff at all or no?
No, but I have a. Do you know? I have a friend of mine. He used to be big into the forex trading. You know about the forex trading?
Of
Yeah,
course, yeah.
Scamex.
Yeah, FXCM. So, now how much is the Ethereum? Is it over 800?
No, it's like
It's
14 something
14.
right now.
Yeah,
What? It's 1400.
1400. Yeah,
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
Because that's the one my friend who was the degenerate gambler on FXCM that he'd be
Uh-huh.
up all night trading and then come to work the next day looking like a zombie.
Yep.
So he was the one that told. I think I told Corey the story. He. This was like in October or something around there. That it was at like $27. Okay, the Ethereum, and he was through Coinbase website. He was trying to. I don't know. They ask you for ID and stuff like that. I don't know what kind of information they ask you when you want to
They
buy
do
stuff.
now. They didn't before.
You could do
Yeah,
up to $5,000 anonymously before per day.
I don't. All I know is this guy doesn't bullshit me. I know this guy like like a brother. He says that he kept sending copies of his license, and for some reason, he couldn't buy it. And then what happened was it went from $27 to like $60 in a matter of one day. And he's like, "Oh, I lost out." He's like, "Ah, fuck it." It already went up, and then now it's like how much? It's $1,400.
14 something, yeah.
Oh,
So
my
yeah,
God.
I mean I think that the market cap of Bitcoin, like Bitcoin's being marginalized by other currencies, and some currencies that are at the top are not going to be very soon, and I think Ripple might be one of those. But um, it's interesting, and it is very, very interesting to see what's going on. Things happen in a microsecond. Like huge market changes happen in minutes instead of
Wow.
days or weeks. It's insane.
Yeah.
I've been really closely monitoring everything for like the last 2 weeks, and it's impossible. There's just so much going on. There's so much data. No, I don't know if you're familiar with BitConnect.
Yeah, that's a scam.
You think it's a scam?
Yeah. That's the place where you like put in your money and then they like cash you out like 6 months later, or you earn 1%.
You earn 1% per day on your money. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scam. Stay away from that.
It sounds like multi-level, right?
So their crypto,
It's a pyramid scheme.
their coin. Well,
Yeah.
if that's a pyramid scheme, then every single cryptocurrency is a pyramid scheme.
Well, not to that level.
Well, they have the currency.
Of course they do. I'm gonna make Evolos dollars too and sell them to you.
I'm not gonna buy any fucking Evolos dollars.
Exactly.
No, this is what I'm saying. January of last year, BCC, their token was 15 cents. It is now $356. That gives them a lot of market stability.
Yeah, but could you cash it out for USD?
What's up?
Could you cash that out for USD?
Yeah. Absolutely. You can't trade it for Bitcoin, though.
Yeah. I think the Federal Exchange Commission or someone's actually looking into their whole business practices.
The state of Texas.
Yeah. Something like
that.
So
their ICO for their exchange launches in about 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Crazy. See, I only know, I don't know a lot about it because I like looked into it and I'm like, this is a scam. There's no way.
Dude, I don't know if it's a scam. Like I watched like several people on both sides. So
right,
if they're paying you 1% per day, and if you held Bitcoin the entire year last year, they took so much that they could easily pay you out $1 per day. And it's kind of like a blackjack dealer. A blackjack dealer has an advantage because he goes last, right? That doesn't mean he's cheating. It means that as long as you understand the rules, there's a way to gain a slight advantage some of the time. But I think it's like a holding strategy that they have,
well, that's how Ponzi schemes work. Is like it's trickled down. Like you pay the people.
I know, but they're different. Like holding strategies are different than Ponzi schemes. Ponzi schemes are when you pay out the next people in with the money that came.
Right.
You pay the people before you with the money from the next person that comes into the scheme. But I don't think that's happening. I have this.
Well, here's the thing. Like, more power to you if you want to get involved with it. But for me personally, I looked into it. I'm like, I don't know about this. Like, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm going to put a very small position on their ICO and see what happens.
Yeah, you might as well if you could, if you have the money. Here's the thing with anyone that's listening, invest what you can afford to lose.
Yeah, dude, it is
Agreed.
very volatile, and you can lose everything in a minute.
Well, not even volatility. You could get hacked. Your wallets can get hacked. Like, anything can happen like that.
Yeah. No, a whole website could basically steal all your currency. A lot of things.
Yeah.
If you're not holding it in your own wallet, and your wallet's not secure.
Did I tell you how I lost 250,000 Ripple on Cripsy's exit? Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
I think I have. Yeah, I lost 250,000 Ripple on Cripsy when it folded. And not just do the math on how much that's worth now.
$1 million.
And they had a class action lawsuit, and I didn't have proof of my holdings. I never took screenshots. They don't give you emails. There was hard to track the Bitcoin addresses because it's all anonymous for the most part. So I had no way to prove.
You don't seem like the guy that would hold that on an exchange, though.
No. This was in 2013 when I first started. I didn't know that you trusted all these exchanges. This was before Mt. Gox took a crap.
Yeah, Mt. Gox changed.
Mt. Gox was the big one that went under.
That destroyed Bitcoin for years. I mean,
yeah, that's what caused a lot of the downfall.
And it had nothing to do with the protocol. Okay, the Bitcoin protocol is proving itself to not be that good at this point. I mean, it's good at holding value, but you can't make transactions happen. It's like, Jesus Christ!
It's not a currency anymore at all. No.
It's an asset now. It's moved from currency to asset, which is weird.
I have a strong feeling.
It evolved into an asset class. That's a weird thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. The crypto world is insane.
I don't understand so much of it. I'm trying to figure out a sub portion that I can understand, and then figure out how to So I started with one Litecoin. I started trading right before Christmas. I was just doing some not instantaneous trading, but doing some charts, putting in some positions, doing that kind of stuff. And I started with one Litecoin, and now I have almost 0.2 Bitcoin. And that's I just started with one Litecoin. So
I sold everything too soon. I had maybe 4 Litecoins a year ago. Not even that.
Yeah, but dude, Litecoin's gonna go up to 2,000-3,000 by the end of this year.
Oh, you think so?
Absolutely. I think 2,400 is a very, very good estimate. It's the only stability anywhere right now. It was stable forever, and then it jumped up to 250, and now it's stable at 250, and it has been for a while.
Well, why that is? Why the price jumped so quick, right?
Why the price jumped so quick? Some news.
No. What happened was everyone that couldn't use Bitcoin as a currency jumped into Litecoin to do their exchange trading, their day-to-day payment solution, and all that kind of stuff. Because it's easy because Coinbase is like Ethereum and Litecoin are the easiest things of currency exchange.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the Ethereum is going to become the development space. Bitcoin is becoming the holding space, and Litecoin is becoming the value exchange medium. So, I mean, and people knew that a long time ago.
What is Krillin in the basement? Are you searching for ghosts? Ghost hunter?
It puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the Krillin again.
I know.
Krillin's house. Here's a funny thing about Krillin's house. He'll go into all these different rooms and he'll turn on a light and they all look the same.
Yeah, dude, it's like he's
racks
walking.
of clothes.
Yeah, because fucking light sucks.
Get a fucking lighting setup before I come to New Jersey and murder you.
I don't want this.
I'm gonna put you in your basement.
So now, do you guys know anything about stock options? Okay. Because I'm betting on some stock options right now on the eBay stock.
I
So
invested in this cannabis stock called GB Sciences. I suggest that you all look into GB Sciences. So what's going to happen? One of two things are going to happen. Well, there's a fork in the road of cannabis right now, and Jeff Sessions is like, listen, cannabis is illegal, and it is our job to make it illegal and enforce that.
That guy's a
So
dick.
in
that's
a way,
putting it nicely.
okay, let's put it this way. If he's a dick and it makes cannabis legal in the United States through an act of Congress, good, be a dick.
Sure.
If that is the outcome, and that we need this guy to be a dick to like fucking accept it as part of our culture and society or whatever. Like,
But isn't it legal in isn't it legal in a lot of states already, anyways?
Of course.
Like 20% of states, maybe recreational.
But you're saying like go to 7-Eleven and buy a pack of marijuana Marlboros.
No, I'm saying continue with where it's going now, but make it legal. Like the states, okay, the federal government says, we don't give a fuck about cannabis anymore. We don't want, if it passes over the borders of the United States, we're going to hang you up and we're going to cut you into pieces. We're going to throw you in the swamp, okay? It doesn't leave the country. We produce it here. We sell it here. It doesn't go over the borders. If it goes over the borders, the federal government, they can do whatever they want. Between the states, they can make their own laws about it because we're all producing it here in the United States. It's a domestic product. Like cannabis in Oregon is mostly consumed in Oregon or Louisiana or states where it's illegal. So all the exports of cannabis in the United States from states are going to just other states that it's not legal in, most likely.
All right, here's the reason I'm going to school you on a little bit of accounting, because that's actually what my trade is. I actually have a degree in accounting. You're like,
are you a CPA?
Why did you get a job in accounting?
Are you a CPA, a certified CPA?
No, I'm not a CPA. Okay. I have a bachelor's degree. Okay. But so yeah, not CPA. Now, here's another reason why the federal government does not want to legalize on the federal level, because a lot of people say, "Oh, why doesn't the government just tax it? You know, they can make money if they tax it." But they are taxing it. Okay, let me explain how it works. Since it's not legal on a federal level, if you have a business, let's say you're in now, like say California is going to be legal, okay? Since it is illegal on a federal level, on their federal income tax, they cannot count the actual product that they're selling as cost of goods sold, which means their profits are way higher than what they really actually are for tax.
Their profits of their sale price.
Correct. It's like you pay, like when you pay income tax.
It's like you have a zero cost of goods, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's like having a zero cost of goods sold. So what happens is
it actually costs you something.
Correct. So what happens is, instead of paying whatever it is, 30% tax or whatever it is, they're really paying like 80%, 70% tax, because you can't count the actual cost. You can only count just the, you know what I'm saying, the other things. So that's why they don't want. They're not gonna. They'll. Well, it's so funny. Oh, I never know when you're serious and laughing. I don't know.
Please. Paisley wants to join us, but she needs the link.
Oh yeah, Paisley, totally. I was just reading the chat just now, and I got spaced out.
I don't think she's ever been in a live chat before.
Well,
no, she's trying to come in, and Corey's ignoring her.
I am not ignoring her. I was reading the thing. Look, I even interacted right before that. Give me a second. Jesus. She's like, Kayla's always busting my balls about watching the chat, but I just don't understand.
Sorry, go ahead. Continue with your.
I don't figure anybody really wants to talk to me anyway. Okay. So wait, let me talk to Steph Paisley really quick. So you got to have Google Chrome on if you're on a Mac or a PC, and if you're on your phone, you need Hangouts, Google Hangouts. So
yeah.
Make sure you have one of those two, or else it's just not going to work, or it's not going to work properly. Awesome. What were we saying? The cannabis, blah blah blah.
Cost of good. It's all about the cost of goods sold.
Yeah, dude. If you have to say that, let's say you bought something for $1, but you had to tell you sold something. You bought something for $99 and you sold it for $100, and you had to tell the government that you bought it for $0.
Yep.
That doesn't work in the long run or short run or the other run.
And because those legal dispensaries in Colorado, whatever it is, they have to file a tax return. They can't not it's all legit. I mean, they have to pay. I know it sounds, and here's the crazy part: is that the federal government, even though they're saying, well, this is illegal at our level, but since you're going to do it, we're more than happy to take the money that you're earning from this illegal enterprise. That's exactly how.
Yeah.
When they talk about Al Capone, how he got busted for for tax evasion, it's because the money he made from the illegal activities was not being reported. It sounds so crazy. It's insane. Like, they're literally partners with you so not only you get busted for doing something illegal, but it's the tax ramifications also, which is totally insane.
I gotta run.
So this is.
You guys have a good night. It was good. I'll jump in the chat, but it was good seeing you guys.
Good to see you too, man. We'll look forward to your next live show.
All right, guys. See you later.
Yeah. Okay. Let's figure out how to get Paisley on here. I need your email address, Paisley. If you don't want to put it here, you can send it to mine. This one. Hopefully, spam bots don't get that. Oh, you can't join either? That's weird. Let's try to. Sometimes it does that. I was in Louisiana and I was trying to do sip and flip with Kayla and Crystal, and it no matter what I did, it didn't work. I even reinstalled Hangouts. And then I tried to do it I tried to do it several ways, and none of those ways worked.
Yeah,
Treasure Hustlers is busting my balls over here. Who the fuck is Treasure
Hustler on?
She's in rare form tonight.
I know, dude. I love it. I wonder if she's sipping on the whiskey or some shit.
Put her on right now.
Put her on, right?
Remotely turn on her webcam.
She's too scared.
Oh, she can hear what I'm saying. I know you make fun of me. She can hear what I'm saying.
Is she me? I don't think I've ever seen.
A fucking statement.
I don't think I've ever seen any of her videos. I gotta watch some of Treasure Hustler's videos.
Blondie?
There's a weird conspiracy theory Earth UFO video, and in giant UFO letters it says Treasure Hustlers, and it looks like Carl Sagan made it. I like it. Carl Sagan! Smoking my hookah shit.
Bring her on.
But she won't come on. She says she's smoking.
Tell her I told her she better come on.
Why should I tell you you're live and she can hear you?
He forgets that multiple times.
But I can't. You know what it is? Because on my phone, I can't see the chat.
You can't, you can't see the chat. So we have to get a fucking computer.
I do, but that's in the other room.
It's covered by clothes.
He's got to climb over clothing to get there, so he never leaves his room because he has to lift his foot to climb over some clothing. A bin of Loro Piana jackets.
You're right. I got it. Yeah. So I have to go on Google Chrome, click on that link that you have in the public chat, then sign out, and then it will show up on.
Oh my God!
She's in.
Out.
I'm done.
I'm done. We're all staring at you, right? The whole internet is staring at you right now.
Oh, I'm in great form. Great shape.
Planet
right
Fitness?
now. Hell yeah. P-Fit, baby.
I want some. I
Wow,
want
is the guy
some.
following you?
I
Huh?
feel like I'm following you.
Oh.
This is fascinating now.
I
No.
know. It gets weird fast when you're with me. Follow me. I am bringing weirdness back to weird.
Is it free pizza night at
curated.
Fitness tonight or what?
No, it is not. It is not free pizza night, and I don't agree with this concept.
How long
I
is
get
your
it.
how long is your average workout? Like what's your workout routine?
I run because like I'm training for this half marathon, so I just run, and then I did the butt exercise, like the kickback.
You did the butt?
Yeah, I did it in the butt. Yeah.
I just like how you said it. And then I did the butt.
What muscle group did you work on today? The butt.
The butt.
The butt.
You may have heard of it. It's called the butt.
No, it's called the gluteus maximus.
Isn't it? Oh, it's several muscles though. The gluteus maximus and other muscles, right?
Maybe.
Is she going in the locker room with the camera?
I know we're about to get.
Yeah.
It's like one of those 1980 videos that they played at like 11 o'clock at night. All of a
Of
sudden,
course.
This is how
They
people
play-
get arrested.
up all night, dude. Did anybody watch that when they were in their youth? Up all night with like Rhonda Shearer on the USA Network.
USA up all night.
All night. And Gilbert Gottfried was on it for a while. I'm Gilbert Gottfried. This is Up All Night. We have a movie about shit over here.
The Toxic Avenger.
The Toxic Avenger. It was always trauma movies and like the worst slasher movies. Oh man, I love that. Up all night. Oh, dude, if people don't know what that is, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. What happens is if I put it on the fucking YouTube channel, it's gonna get shut off, so I'm not gonna do it.
No, you can't. You'd have to
TNA
wait
matinee.
until we went off live.
God damn it. That's annoying. Like Up All Night was the best.
That was a
USA
good Godfrey, though.
What?
Your Godfrey impression was
Gilbert
amazing.
Gottfried.
Spot on.
It's like he's whiny and gross at the same time. I'm Gilbert Gottfried.
I love how she's recording from the locker room.
Terrible. If somebody catches her, she's gonna get in deep shit.
How are they gonna know?
How are they gonna
I mean,
muted?
they just
Coming
saw
to
her.
that.
Whoa! Look at your hair now. It looks like a commercial
Yeah,
For
for
what?
L'Oreal.
It got pro.
for horse semen.
I've never seen a commercial for that.
Pro.
Are they sponsoring
Now,
this
are there-
video?
Are you by yourself there? Are there other women with you?
No, there's
Do they want
actually
to come?
there's a male attendant actually.
Oh, never mind. I
I've
didn't ask.
seen this video before. I've seen this. I know how this ends.
There's a cable guy over there. What the fuck?
Pizza guy too. Pizza guy.
He's gonna ask to spot you.
Yeah, no, he's like, I have this cable I need to run through here.
I think I saw that on USA Up All Night.
You did. Oh my
Toxic
gosh.
Avenger.
Yeah.
Yo, you remember this movie from that era? Yo, it was the creepiest movie, right? It was called Boxing Helena.
Oh my god. That was just creepy like socially.
Yo, that was the creepiest movie I think I ever saw in my life.
I'm trying to think of really creepy movies. Just like
Wait, I thought you live in Texas. It's cold down there?
It's cold right now.
Cold,
cold.
which means
She's
like
in
58
Oklahoma.
degrees.
She's in Oklahoma.
How y'all doing? Where's your cowboy hat?
I like selling the cowboy stuff. I don't like wearing it.
I thought it was a law. You had to have that hat on.
Cowboy stuff works really good. I like selling cowboy stuff.
I do too. And it sells well. Like the Pearl Snap shirts, like Or like the one you listed, that Scully one was cool.
That one was sweet.
That
I never
Koi
find
ball.
stuff. No, I bought I bought the muscle shirt.
Oh, okay.
It was a gotcha muscle shirt from like the 80s, and Krillin's gonna ship it out like next week or some shit.
Dude, yo, I found when I bought that shirt with the whole list of 80 shirts, I actually found a cool. Do you remember Spicoli?
Yes.
The shirt
Dude,
that says
the scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High when the brown-haired chick gets out of the pool, that is etched in my mind. Like,
Dude.
I can't get it out of my brain. It was harmful.
Yeah, isn't it sad they can't make movies like
That's
that
like
anymore?
one of the sexiest scenes in the history of like shitty movies.
No, you're right. I like the other girl too. I thought the other one was cute, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah, you know who I really liked in Dirty Dancing, Jennifer Grey. I had the hugest crush on her.
Okay, now I'm gonna give you a multiple choice question.
All right.
Okay. In our old times TV shows, who was the hottest chick on television when we were kids? Like who is like, oh my god, like TV, like a program, a TV show.
Let's
And
do
you're
both.
like, oh my God.
Who is the sexiest dude in the the prettiest girl? I had a crush on Jennifer Aniston back in the day too. I always thought she was really hot.
I thought when we were kids.
Like kids? I didn't watch TV when I was a kid. I didn't watch adult television when I was a kid. So
Winnie from
my
the
favorite
Wonder Years.
What's
That's
up?
a good
Winnie
one.
from the Wonder Years.
Oh my
That's
god,
totally
dude!
good.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
My favorite was from Charles in Charge. Remember Charles in Charge?
Yes.
Nicole Eggert.
Oh my god, she was in a movie and it was like kind of erotic, and I was like young, and I was like, oh my god, like this is awesome. Nicole
It
Eggert.
wasn't on USA Up All Night.
Yeah, dude. Well, it was like an HBO movie or something. Like, whoa, Nicole Eggert, nice, get it done.
And I used to love Alyssa Milano. You didn't like her?
She wasn't my type per se.
Oh, Treasure Hunt says Kanga from Boy Meets World. True.
Who?
Kanga from Boy Meets World.
Topanga was
True.
It was a little bit later. So like I was more in the when I was youthful shows for me were like what was the one with Danny Tanner?
Full House.
Full House. My parents didn't let us watch television on the weekdays and stuff, so I could watch TV on Fridays nights, and it was like Full House and Family Matters or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Mr. Belvedere before that, Alf. Like I'm from the Alf
You're
days.
sexually attracted to
I know
Mr.
I'm
Belvedere.
like I look really young and cute and fresh, but I'm old.
Treasure Hustler says she was born in 1990.
Wow.
Baby.
Baby.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas was hot, and Zach Morris.
Zach Morris? You thought Zach Morris was? Kelly Kapowski was hot.
Yes.
Mario Lopez is way sexier than that dude.
Dude, he sucks. He's such a tool.
His personality was bad.
He was cool at the time, and he sit on the chair backwards. Play that.
Oh, Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was a beefcake.
He was a beefcake.
AC Slater.
He's still a beefcake. Yeah, AC.
He gets all the women.
Zach
he gets all the broad.
Is like
Zach
so
Morris
now too.
He was a tool.
Zach Morris was a total tool.
Yeah. He's like a fourth Asian.
What?
He's a fourth Asian. I'm not kidding.
His name is Zach Lee Morris. What do you mean? He's a quarter Asian.
No.
You don't want to see it. He doesn't. He looks like he looks very Anglo-Saxon.
I know.
Yeah, he's
right?
very he looks very waspy.
He looks Nordic, really. You know, like he looked.
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah. Has anybody seen the show Deadwood?
Yes.
Is it good?
Very good.
Ooh.
It's the best miniseries ever made. Like Game of Thrones is like good. Deadwood is like 9.
Deadwood didn't last long enough.
5 seasons?
Was
They're
like
long seasons though. No,
3
5.
seasons?
5. 4?
With HBO, right?
3.
They tried to do this stupid movie after that sucked. They did a movie, like this movie thing after, and it wasn't good at all. It was one of HBO's first like really successful miniseries.
It was 3 seasons, 12 episodes each.
Okay, and then they did something else though. They produced like a 4th thing.
I don't remember that.
A movie thing. I'm telling you, I remember.
I believe you. I just don't remember that.
Yeah. Well, I picked up the DVD set at Goodwill the other day for like
nice.
a couple
I need
bucks.
to rewatch that. It's so good.
So good. The language is so good. The sets and the props and the storyline. Al Swearingen is the best character ever.
Yeah, I love that show. Although most of the shit that HBO puts out and like most of the series that Netflix puts out now,
they got it on lock.
All of it.
So Black Mirror is boring as fuck, by the way. Jesus Christ. It's so boring. It's like
Dude,
oh, we
did
have
you
this
not see the one where the guy had sex with a pig? That was the most
exciting thing. Idea, and we're gonna spend an hour making you think this idea is something that should be considered. Ugh.
I agree, Tristan. Oz was fucking amazing.
Oz was gnarly.
Oz was one of those things that, like,
dude,
it was just so raw and uncomfortable.
Did you see what Treasure Hustler just said, by the way?
You want to touch my cat?
What is she on? Like, is she on the whiskey? She's got a little catnip in her.
She says she's got some hookah going on. She said not in a weird way. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Smurfette. Flipper Joe always comes up, talks some shit, doesn't come live on the internet.
Disappears.
Oh, Humble Brags told me to shush on my own channel. I created this channel so that I never had to shush again.
You don't have to shush, but Black Mirror is amazing. You don't have to like it, but your opinion is wrong.
Wait,
now Corey, I gotta ask you a question. Back in did you used to like Japanese anime back in the day?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
My husband does.
All I like was like, it depends on what you mean by back in the day, but I don't know.
90. We were kids.
I didn't. It's weird. Like, even though my parents weren't like, we're not like some kind of weird religious cult or anything. My parents, even though my dad watched a lot of TV and stuff, they kind of encouraged us not to do that, and I didn't really like TV that much anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
USA up all night.
Dude, well, that was like Friday night, so I was like off of school and stuff. I went to like a college preparatory high school, like a kind of a boarding school.
Was there girls there?
No.
Oh.
I went to boarding school.
He's dead.
No girls.
No girls.
So you must have been.
Here's the upside. 15 blocks away, there was the all-girls school.
Okay.
15 blocks away to Krillin might as well be fucking Antarctica.
Exactly, because he hasn't left his house in a fucking month.
He's like, fuck that, 15 blocks away. Guess I'm gay now. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, it is kind of far. Same block. Yeah, well, when you're a kid with no car.
Treasure Hustler says to watch where you put your camera. We don't want to see anything.
Yeah, right.
Speak for yourself. I know she seems a little bit on the.
She said it a couple times.
I know, dude. She's like on the
too much.
She's on the sparrow, man. She's having a little bit of that sparrow.
I know she smokes that pipe.
She smokes that hoogie woogie.
I know. Why? I can't read the chat. How come she doesn't want to come on?
Because she says she was smoking hookah. She's probably doing it naked.
She knows how to come on.
She knows how to come on. This is a fugazi, all fugazi.
6 feet under. Yes. One of the best shows ever on television.
Before. I'm looking at Treasure Hustlers, Riding Dirty, Ulta Beauty. Oh, you guys are a bunch of dumpster divers.
Dumpster diving.
I thought you were gonna call her something nasty. I thought you were gonna super insult her just then. Like, you guys are a bunch of dumb something, and I was like, wow.
Dumpster divers. Dude, look. Oh. I don't know. I shouldn't do that. My coffee table. My coffee table came out of the dumpster. This thing is like made out of ashwood. It's from like the 1940s. It has these crazy like snap up wings on it. It weighs like 55 pounds.
Why can't you just move the camera?
Somebody just fucking threw it because it connected to my computer. I don't have a camera on fleek.
You don't have. Yeah, I got the cell phone, so I'm like, boop, 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 boop,
yeah, I'm gonna do all that stupid crap. So, 2 hours. What were we talking about? White Bear. So yeah, Black Mirror. If you talk about Black Mirror here and you say it's good, we're gonna eliminate you and any record of you on this channel.
Here's my question.
We're gonna edit every video and edit you out of every video.
So half of those videos will be you talking to yourself.
No.
How come the other day when I mentioned Black Mirror, you were like, "Oh, it's really good"?
No, I did not say that at all. No, I said no, I did not. I said the themes were interesting and like like how they present artificial intelligence. But I was talking about like ideas kind of like outside of that. And I also mentioned like several times that it bored me to fucking tears.
I don't remember that.
Well, because you love it and you were just listening to what you wanted to hear, which is, human nature, I guess. I'm telling you that.
Did you guys
struggled to watch that shit?
Did you guys ever see the movie Ex Machina?
Yeah.
Yes, I really liked it.
That was a great movie. Didn't really get any awards or anything, but I thought it was because you know what? It was unique. It was unique because the guy, look, they have movies about guys that fall in love with robots and everything and whatever it is, but he falls in love with the robot knowing it's a robot. That's the twist. You know what I mean? You never seen that before. That was the first time you ever. I've ever seen
the
that
movie She or Her? Is it She or
Her? Her.
Oh my god, dude, that was sick.
It was heartbreaking. That was like
the threesome scene.
Emotional.
It's like that cloud-based intelligence was communicating with like 1 million people at the same time to grow its own intelligence, emotional intelligence. Fucking crazy. It just has a female voice and you fall in love with it because it's your human nature.
No, the scene where they have the threesome, where the girl. What? What's so funny?
I just love that you're honing in on that. That's all.
No, because it's very creative. You never seen nothing like that before, where the girl is like a part of the threesome, but she's like just taking orders, right? Wasn't she like just taking orders from Scarlett Johansson or something?
She was being like the conduit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do I find that?
Dude, that shit is crazy, and it's
You
like
have to leave your house and go 15 blocks to the girl.
No, that's the idea. You
I
don't
mean-
have to leave the house.
like, did you get like the weird like? So it's kind of like he just fell in love with intelligence that had a female voice, and it was learning about people. Like, it's crazy because it was obviously like communicating with other networks, creating other nodes, and like really fucking weird, man. That shit's getting weird right now. Cryptocurrency is gonna drive some of the most ridiculous technology weirdness you've ever experienced. Like it's gonna get trippy. Like
No.
fast.
Were we talking about it on here, or maybe another channel I was watching? Something about in like Japan, they say like there's this like whole culture of like guys that don't leave the house, and I don't know, something in that kind of respect. Like they have like virtual girlfriends.
Oh yeah.
You ever heard of something like this?
Uh-huh.
It's like,
Everybody's
what
got
the
their own
fuck?
thing.
Miss Mamie
hell yeah.
Shop says, I love Rob. He makes everything turn a curve in the funniest way.
Who?
Miss Mamie Shop.
We have a lover.
I don't know who she. I feel bad. I forget people's names.
And Treasure Hustlers agreed and said that she wishes you could read the chat.
Yes, she's like putting all this erotic stuff in the chat. And anytime she puts something erotic about you, we ignore it so that you just don't know. So we're sandbagging you right now.
It's dirty.
Yeah, like it's like
Really?
this like
all of a sudden
psychic
drops.
sandbagging.
So I got to go downstairs and look at the other computer and see what she's saying.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, go for it.
No, it's all right. It's no big deal.
Miss Mamie Shop said Krillin wants his own her. Maybe she'll list stuff for him.
Oh! Your virtual assistant also like.
Sick
I'm not gonna say it.
Virtual assistant girlfriend?
Hi, I'm your virtual assistant, Kirby.
This shit takes a weird turn this time of night.
Hi, Kirby would like to help you today. Have you met my friend Alexa? Have you met my friend Alexa? Have you met my friend Alexa?
Yeah, right here.
I know how to push Krillin's buttons. No, man, I just bust Krillin's balls. I know how to bust. Oh.
Oh my god, Destroy Family says it would be called his VAG, virtual assistant girlfriend. Destroy Family, you better copyright that shit.
What, the virtual girlfriend?
VAG, VAG, virtual assistant girlfriend.
Virtual assistants girl.
I'm Gilbert Gottfried. This is Up All Night.
They don't know. See, literally my hernia is bursting because I remember that.
Treasure Hustlers is just talking shit. It's like talking shit.
Well, why aren't I'm talking? All right, now this is. Why aren't you coming up?
Flipper talking shit too. I'm gonna show what he wrote because it's funny.
The mass flipper.
Yeah, he says, "Is that his butthole tickler?"
No, that's you, not mine. No, it's bunghole.
I don't have my hoodie on, so I can't.
You have your hoodie on, man.
I don't have TP for my bunghole.
Just lift your shirt.
I know that's another thing. I was watching.
That is weird. I am the great Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. Bunghole.
I have to make a confession. I probably did spend maybe close to an hour, 45 minutes watching videos. You know when they watch the videos? You know when they watch the videos?
Who? Oh, when Beavis and Butthead watch videos? That's the part I always fast forward. I can't take it.
No, it's the best. They're watching what's her name? Debbie Gibson video, right?
And they're like,
And he's like, is this Olivia Newton-John?
is this Olivia Newton-John? That show was so stupid. It was the one show my father forbade me from watching. He's like, you cannot watch Beavis and Butthead. And I was like,
my dad watched that with me and South Park.
Yeah, but my dad used to watch Ren and Stimpy, which is just as profane.
Yeah, no, my dad let me watch all that shit.
Yeah, dude, it's just totally. I thought he was gonna say he spent 45 minutes on the toilet.
I spent more than that on the toilet.
Oh man.
On the toilet.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Megan.
Anyway,
but I got
so,
10 listings.
So I don't know if you heard me before saying that I'm still disappointed in you because when you came with 10 listings, it should have been 30. Did you hear that?
No.
He really wants to drive it home.
Yep. I want you to be. I want to challenge you to 10 listings, and then you come back with 30. God
10
damn it.
repetitions. 10 repetitions.
Anyway, yeah. So I don't have anything else to say, really. I'm just.
But now those photos. You think those photos are not too bad? I could list those. I don't want to list those other Loro Piana.
Dude, those photos are fine. List that shit.
All right. I'll list like one or two of the sweaters. I'll see how they do.
What would stop you from taking that picture off of the wall and then just putting it in the corner? So just to make it symmetrical.
Well, first of all, I think it's too much red, and the problem is that the picture takes like red, like it screws up the whole picture.
So
I'd rather have no red.
Why can't you use that area?
Because I can't move everything around. This is not my house. I don't own this house.
I know it's not your house. But like, the more you stack shit up and don't do shit, the more opposition you're gonna get from the people who live in that house. What? I'm serious.
I'm not getting any opposition. The only opposition I have is myself. That's my only. I'm my own worst enemy.
Yeah. How do you get over that? I think I'm my own worst enemy, definitely. Like,
for sure.
Only a couple of years ago, I really used to see things in a negative light, and I used to just like brush off any failure as like not my fault. And God, I'm so glad I'm over that. It sucked. What are you doing?
No, I just got this priority mailer.
Are you hiding from me behind your priority mailer?
Yeah. So where happened? There was other people in the chat, and then what happened? They don't even say goodnight. They just bounce.
There's 25 people watching right now.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Look at it.
Absolutely.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Gift Shop Hustler said, "You said it's not my house, but he has his shit everywhere."
Exactly. That's like, yeah. This isn't my dog. It lives here and it shits in your yard. Pretty sure it's your dog.
Stop. I'm getting.
Paisley. Did you? I need your email. Did you email me your email? Hold on. Sorry, dude.
She put it in the chat, but you don't read the chat.
Well, can you repost it really quick? Shut up. No, I posted my email.
And then if you had read the chat, you would have seen that she just pasted it like immediately after yours.
No, she sent me her fucking email, so shut your mouth.
Well, she also put it in the channel. So you don't check your email or the chat is really what you're saying.
I was trying to engage with you assholes. Jesus.
Arschlock.
Therein lies the problem.
When are we going to do our next hangout? Let's organize an event, Kayla.
I'm down. I think I'm coming to Portland next month for Hazel's birthday.
Okay.
And we're gonna like go to OMSI, and I don't know. I think that's what we're gonna do for her birthday because she can't think of what she wants to do, so I'm telling her what she wants to do.
Oh, somebody's coming in.
I just sent the invite to Paisley. Yeah. I mean,
But I wanna organize another event. We could think of something for like the spring.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's
Paisley!
here.
Hi, Paisley.
You're sideways. Now you're right ways.
Now you're
Hi.
right. Hi, Paisley.
Hi.
How's it
Oh
going?
my god, it's so exciting
Good.
to have
Hello.
a familiar face.
I see some Saints stuff back there.
Yeah, I'm not a Saints fan, but yes, it's back there.
I'm not. I don't understand sports and stuff.
Yeah, we don't do sports either.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
Like,
I'm
we
not
just
a,
like blankets.
blankets are
Yes, and
good.
it's a snuggie, so yes.
Oh my god.
Snuggie.
They're
Yeah.
the snuggie and then the slanket, right? Isn't there one called a slanket?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Slanket was first, but Snuggie took over the market.
Dude, those guys made $1 billion selling those stupid things.
And those commercials gave me cancer. Like, they were the worst commercials in
Why
the
don't they
world.
put them on no more? They don't need them.
Because they were awful.
They were so
It's
comfy.
a robe. It's just a robe.
But it's also
you
a
didn't-
blanket.
You didn't buy anyone for Christmas that year, a Snuggie?
I did not.
I've never even seen a snuggie.
They have them in the malls. You guys seen on TV stores?
Yes.
I promise you I can order one on eBay like right now. Instantaneously pay for it and possibly have it
Pre-owned?
by Saturday.
Unless Krillin was sending it.
I don't want. I do not want a
What do you want me to
snuggie
go to the
that's-
post office?
Oof. Oof.
No, I would not want a pre-owned.
Paisley, remind us where you're from.
I'm in South Mississippi.
Okay. I think we had that conversation, yeah? Maybe?
Yes.
I asked you? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm not good at remembering. I'm a terrible rememberer. But yeah, so South Mississippi.
What is that like?
Well,
How's that?
Are you near Biloxi and all that stuff?
Yeah, I'm in Biloxi. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, so the problem with Biloxi and I make this statement a lot because I really think it's true. When you're in a place like Biloxi that had utter destruction of like everything, like 90% of what would have been on the secondhand market in the next 10 years, 15 years is gone, or even 20 years. That stuff just got destroyed, you know? So in a place like Portland, there's closets that somebody hasn't opened since 1975. So it makes it harder to find like those vintage items for you probably. I don't know what kind of stuff do you
It's exactly what you said. The whole coast here was destroyed and a lot of it's not even built back yet, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. Katrina, most people think about Katrina in New Orleans, but they don't know about Biloxi, Pass Christian, Waveland, right? Like those cities got heck. Because it made landfall at Pass Christian, I think.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But Biloxi isn't very far away. I mean, the eye of the storm was over Biloxi.
Were you there when it happened?
Yeah, I wasn't here on the coast. I was about 50 miles north of here. So actually where I was at, we didn't get quite as much destruction, but like we didn't have power for a month and, you know.
Oh.
A month? Oy vey.
Yes. And
That's
it was,
awful.
you know, during the middle of summer, so we camped for a month.
Yeah. I mean, where I'm from, it got hit pretty hard with Katrina as well, and like people were like, it's hilarious. Like people would open up, like the military was delivering the food in the form of MREs, meals ready to eat, and so they were giving people military rations, and people were just like picking out like the crackers and like the candy and shit. That's how hungry people were.
Yeah.
But we had people by me that they waited. They went over when we had our hurricane. They waited over a month. Some people with no electricity.
Yeah, my dad didn't have power for like at least 3 weeks. Maybe 4 weeks. But yeah, we don't have to talk about hurricanes. I was or cataclysmic events, but they or that one specifically. I just think that it really makes when you're a reseller, you have to find stuff that's kind of the majority of what I do is like secondary or tertiary. I mean, if it goes to Goodwill, it might have been bought and sold before it got there too.
Sure.
So secondhand or third hand. But if that stuff gets destroyed, you don't even have the opportunity for it to get to the market. How do you find the stuff that you sell?
I was finding okay things through Goodwills at first, but really this past month has slowed down a lot. So
it's slow everywhere.
I'm having a lot of trouble right now.
Don't get discouraged because for me, December, January, and February are the worst months for finding products. And when it gets into spring and summer and all the way through summer is when you're going to get all your stuff. You got to be poised to buy and hold. Like I'm selling crazy stuff right now that's just been, hanging out since then. But I mean, high value items are definitely moving and good ones. So, you got to strike when that iron's hot. And January for me has always been the worst, really the worst buying month. We also have shitty weather here in January, so it has to do with the weather. But yeah, don't get discouraged. It comes back. It bounces back.
What do you think we got over here? Fantasy Island over here? Want me to show you a picture of outside? It looks like shit. It's got a foot of snow out there. Actually, today wasn't bad. Today was like 40 degrees. So.
Yeah, I saw that it was warming up, but you guys had some serious, like it was negative 10 degrees or something?
Oh my God, it was so cold, brutal.
It sounds like you really had to endure it inside your house. Congratulations. Sounds like you really had to tango with that storm.
I know. I had to order delivery. No, I don't do that. I go out. I still get out of the house. I gotta get I gotta get some food, whatever it was. There's always somewhere to eat around here.
Paisley, do you know Rob?
Hi.
You know Kayla, right?
How you doing?
Yes.
We chat a lot.
Is that your real name? Is Paisley?
Yes, it is.
Okay. No, I was just checking. I didn't know.
You never know. There's sneaky people like me who are Hazel all the time.
Oh, I thought you were Marilyn Manson or something. I thought that was your real name. Is that your real name?
How did you know? Kayla exposed.
So how many people are watching now?
Probably 23, 22.
That's more than double the average, right? Usually it's only like 20, like 12, right?
I don't pay attention to how many
6
people
or
are
7
watching.
usually.
On the show.
Yeah, but that's how you want more people to come on. More people are gonna come on, and more people starting to chat, and more people starting to chat, and more people come on.
Maybe. Paisley, how many have you gone live on any channels before? I don't know about your social media history.
No. This is the first time I've used the Hangouts, and I don't know. I just couldn't get through earlier.
Yeah, it's I was Paisley. I was gonna do the Sip and Flip show 2 weeks ago, and I was in Louisiana with just my phone, and everything else worked but that link. Like I could not get it to work, so I couldn't even do the show. So it was very disappointing. So you can't always depend on these things to work properly. It seems like, but yeah, it's nice to have you here. It's nice to see you. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Do you have any stories, any comments, any questions, any grievances to air?
No, just that I'm not finding shit to sell right now.
I'm not either.
Can I make a suggestion? I know a lot of people don't like doing consignment, but I got news for you. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot of stuff. If you can't find merchandise, there's a lot of people out there who they want to sell their crap. Okay, they don't want to do a garage sale, but they might have a lot of stuff. Maybe somebody died in the family. Okay, and they don't want to do an estate sale. They don't want people even in the a lot of people don't even want people in the house. Okay, but they have a lot of stuff to get rid of. If you try to advertise that you do consignment, merchandise will flow to you. If you can't find merchandise, let the merchandise come to you.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I mean that's why.
Just
that's
be careful when you do consignment. That's all.
Oh yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like.
I've actually had someone within the last 2 weeks contact me through a friend and want me to kind of consign some things, but I'm not sure about it. I said I was open to talk about it and see what we could work out, but I don't know.
I've done consignment for friends, and it worked out really, really poorly. And our friendship actually is no more, partially because of it. And I would just say the product would need to be amazing. The ROI would need to be amazing. And it would need to be a product that you're confident in, not getting returns, not getting any kind of swindle on it. That would just be my...
Yeah, basically, like, I'll jump off what she's saying. Like, you know, you don't want to have, like I almost got screwed over. I sold a camera for a guy that was like $300. Camera ended up not working, but the guy came back to me much later, and I got very lucky that it was like after the amount of time that the guy can get his money back. So, you know, and honestly, the guy probably could have been trying to scam me anyway, because, you know, if you get a camera, you're going to wait like 60 days to not try. I mean, you know, if you're buying something used, you should be trying it like right away. I mean, that's what I would do. I wouldn't wait 60 days and then tell the guy, oh, by the way, I want to return this camera because the f-stop ain't working. Now, what I'm saying is, when you're testing these people out for the consignment, like basically she's trying to say, I mean, like what I think Kayla's trying to say is like, you know, you have to factor in more profit than you would on a regular item that you're just picking up at a Goodwill. Absolutely. And you could kind of get the feeling if you say, look, you know, like basically you got to figure out whatever the percentage is, how much you think. I mean, look, you said you've been selling on eBay for a while, so you know how much you're going to get for whatever item. And you know what? I have a guy who I did some consignment for. I'll show him on my phone. I'll say, look, this is how much it sells for. And then a lot of times, once you explain to them, you say, look, I got to take photographs. I have to do this. I got to do that. I got to do the other thing. I got to go to the post office. You know, I got to answer the emails, the customer service. Then they say, okay, fine. Take whatever percent. Because you know what? Their alternative to giving it to you is the garage sale where they're going to get shit for it.
And get something in writing.
Writing is good. But if not, if you don't, I mean, but just...
If you can't get it in writing, get it in cuneiform. Okay? Cuneiform, you cannot erase
but just... Blood is also fine.
Blood.
But just...
harder to erase cuneiform, though.
Just very clear, like, you know, just be like very, not, you know, say like, look, this is how much it's going to be, but just make sure you say, look, and don't be afraid, because I had to happen, trust me, I'm just talking out of experience. You know, where you know, my boss's my old job, the boss's father, he would just say, hey, Rob, do me a favor, just take this stuff and just throw it on the internet. He thinks, oh, you just throw it on there. It don't work like that, right?
No.
You can't throw it on there. And also, you know what, he gave me this big thing, this big, like, Indian painting, whatever the fuck it was. I'm sorry, excuse my language. And it had like a headdress or something in there. So anyway, I said, Ray, I says, what is this?
I said,
because he's giving it to me. I said, Ray, what is this? He says, Rob, it's artwork. I said, I'm like, Ray, you don't understand. When you put stuff on eBay, you got to know exactly what it is. You have to know, you know what I mean. You got to know all or whatever it is. He's like, yeah, just throw it on there, artwork. I'm like,
throw it on there.
I'm like,
it's just artwork. They'll know what it is. Just put artwork in there. They'll figure it out. You put a little.
That's exactly what he was saying.
Put in a free cannoli. They'll order it. They like cannoli.
I mean,
cannoli's good.
Now I want to.
But yeah, I would say get something in writing. If you decide to do this, get something in writing that you both agree upon, because I did this with a friend. We talked about it. We agreed on a percentage. And then a week later, she decided that was not the percentage she wanted to do and wanted to change her mind. And
yeah, you'll get a feeling when you start talking to this person. You'll get a feeling once you start saying. Once they start giving you like, oh, how much you charge? Oh, once they're see, you have to get the people who are like, the next step for that merchandise was the donation bin or garage sale. Not
the
like,
people who kind of don't care.
When you hear somebody saying, "I got," when you hear somebody say, "I gotta get," you say, "Well, I gotta get out of here," because guess what? I ain't doing business. When you say I gotta get. So also like, or I paid so much in 1989 for this thing. Well, you know what? I'm sorry, Ray. I don't care what you paid in 89. It ain't worth it no more. Okay?
No more.
You know what? You understand what you understand what I'm saying. So it's a matter of what was I saying? It's a matter of like, and when, what some people would say, this is another one. People say, oh my God, do you know how much this was? Or they'll say, oh, it sells for so much over here. No. I only use this platform, eBay. That's it. So whatever it sells for in China, I don't give,
Dude, you take your medicine, Rob? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just trying to help out Paisley. She's new here. I'm just trying to be a gentleman.
You're such a sweetheart.
No, I'm a gentleman. All right.
Of all the words that I can think of, it might not be the
gentleman. Have you seen my cummerbund? Have you seen my cummerbund? Oh my god.
No, when it comes to, I'm a gentleman. I hold the door open for women. I'm very chivalrous.
Oh, wow.
I'm a gentleman. No, I am.
When she comes to the Ferrari, I open a door.
The Ferrari?
When she comes to the Ferrari. That's what I call my Pinto. I call it Ferrari.
No. So, just be very careful. Be very careful with the consignment, like she said. But you can save so much. You know what? But
you don't need capital to do consignment. That's the great thing about it. If it's capital is one of your restrictions, if you can go out and find consignment, obviously it's good. But if you have capital, it's better to own your shit outright, I think. But
I would
but if you're but if she's saying I'm struggling looking for merch, I can't find merch, then let the merch come to you. Obviously, like you said, if you can go grab it, this way, of course, you know me, I'd rather grab it and put it in a container and have it sit and marinate like meatballs.
Yeah.
but
he's waiting for all his stuff to appreciate. That's all it is.
The chat is hilarious.
He thinks it's fucking Bitcoin. He's like, I'm gonna wait for the price of these sweaters to go back up. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. We're in a bull market. We're in a bear market for Loro Piana jackets.
They're not going down in value. Those Loro Piana.
Loro Piana.
You better hope.
Well, I hate when people say
when Vespuccio comes back, he'll buy all of these Loro Piana.
Listen, it hurts my ears sometimes just when I hear, I'm not trying to go off on Southerners, but sometimes I hear some people from the South, like they'll try to say a name, and literally they'll try to say an Italian name, and literally it sounds like the fingers on the chalkboard. You know what?
do realize that anyone with a New Jersey and Long Island accent, every single word they say sounds like nails on a chalkboard.
No.
I say this because my entire family sounds like Krillin. Like, my mother sounds like Krillin. Like, I sounded like Krillin like about 15 years ago. So, trust me, when you move away from it, every single word with a New York accent is like,
like what? Like butter, water,
woulda.
Water.
Like woulda.
doggy stuff.
Doggy.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
We'll have coffee. We'll talk. I was making some coffee. She wanted to talk.
No, cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee. We'll have a cup of coffee. We'll talk.
I know. I can't help it. It's just,
Garage Flips is anti cryptocurrency. He believes that he believes that cryptocurrency will have no effect on future economies, and he is shamefully going to be spanked on the ass by that. But that's okay. He says I think that MP3s are lossless. I don't know. I never said that and would never say that. I was saying that an MP3 was a compressed WAV file, which it is. That's actually what I said. So, trying to bait me. I'm not baiting anybody else tonight.
Baiting?
Bait me. Did you see that? I said I'm not baiting anybody else tonight.
Who are you baiting?
I don't know. Garage Flips wants me to bait him for some reason.
The master baiter over here.
I know. Everybody thinks I'm so good. Like I'm so good at baiting.
Is that what you said? Masturbate?
I mean,
he's the master.
Yeah.
Remember that movie? Look, Corey, you remember that movie? I know you remember it. We watched all the same movies.
Probably.
The toy with Richard Pryor?
No, I've never seen that.
Masturbates?
Masturbates.
You never seen it?
No.
I know Lonnie has seen it.
Richard Pryor is a little bit tough to swallow because he's such a dickhead.
I know Lonnie's seen the movie because he's from Louisiana. The movie takes place in Louisiana.
Okay. That doesn't mean he's seen it.
He knows.
God damn it. So I started typing weird emojis because I was trying to figure out the mushroom one, but I don't know how to find it.
It's colon.
Oh, did you ever look at that video yet? The mushroom?
Colon.
I want to make it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Colon mushroom. Okay.
And then another colon.
Control. What? Okay. Control. Ooh! I did it! Yay!
Corey, did you ever look up that video I told you? The video Plant Man?
I don't fucking remember the shit you say after this thing is over.
Dude, I told you. It's just, the guy, he's playing drums, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's sitting on a mushroom as he's playing drums. A giant mushroom.
I queued it up, so I wrote it down somewhere. I'll find it at some point. But
Plant
I want to
Man
play it
knows.
live on the fucking internet. But like, then if I do it, then I get like pulled out. We get pulled again. We got pulled for some reason before. I don't even know what it was. I'm sure, because the same thing happened before. Bastards. We cannot abuse their platform, their YouTube platform. We're providing amazing, entertaining content for 20 people right now.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, mostly I'm trying to entertain myself. And
now, how many people watch this afterward? People watch this afterward?
Each video gets about 150 views or something.
That's a lot of views.
I don't think it's that many views. But I mean, I'm not seeking out a mass audience either.
Niche. You want to go niche?
Huh?
You want to go niche?
Niche? What's niche?
Niche market.
Niche.
Niche market.
Or niche. I don't think he knows what either of those are. So.
He knows.
Huh?
He knows what a niche is.
Not a niche.
Niche.
That's why I said niche. I'll translate the New York, New Jersey talk for you.
Niche. Snitch.
So I'm about to purchase shares of a cryptocurrency ICO called, well, BitConnect is considered a Ponzi scheme on the internet, but they are launching another coin, and I'm going to buy it, and I could likely lose all of it.
The coin, or you said shares?
I'm buying shares. I'm buying the currency that will fuel their new exchange market. They have 1.5 million global users.
Mm-hmm. And then which one not Litecoin? Not that you want Litecoin.
Lonnie, listen. Like, this is my channel. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. Here we go. Like, if you're like Lonnie, you're a smart guy. If you don't want to become educated on what's happening to like money and technology and artificial intelligence and all that, that's your choice. But like, don't make fun of other people for trying to educate themselves. That's like a negative mindset that like is just ridiculous. Like, if you don't want to listen to what I have to say, go somewhere else. It's fine.
No, it's a little harsh on Lonnie, bro.
I don't appreciate that. Like, he's a smart guy. Like, he should be able to bring something to the table.
He doesn't mean it. He's just busting balls.
I can't bust
his
balls.
He's a good guy.
Come into the chat and like talk with us.
Exactly.
I think everybody's allowed an opinion, but like, come talk.
No, but I don't like Lonnie, honestly, I don't like that, because I'm not telling people to buy anything. I'm not benefiting from anybody doing anything. I'm just saying what I am actually going to do and why I'm interested in cryptocurrency. I really believe that it's going to take a huge role in how commerce works. And it's not that you have to think that you're going to become rich buying or selling cryptocurrency, because you're most likely not. But what you might get wealthy from is understanding how it works and being in the right place at the right time to work on projects that are aligned with it. So that's all.
Yeah, that's kosher.
That is my main message.
Yeah, the knowledge helps you no matter what. Like you said, knowledge is power.
Like, with the knowledge, you can really decide. If you think it's a scam and you want it. I've ignored it for years. Seriously. I've ignored it for years. I purchased some Bitcoin, put it away, and ignored the whole thing for years. So it's still here, and it's years and years later, and the space is growing for some reason.
So now, are the stories true? They say people are going through landfills trying to find old computers that have Bitcoin on them or something like that. You ever hear about that?
What's up?
They're going through landfills, garbage.
Dude, if you can find private keys on computers and recognize them as private keys, then like, yeah, dude, find as many private keys as you possibly can, because you might be able to acquire some Bitcoin through those private keys. Somebody might have just like, Thriftshop Hustler thinks he has a feeling why people get all negative when you bring up crypto. I just think that like fear is the path to the dark side, and like when you allow fear and uncertainty to cloud your vision about like how the future will work and your understanding, I think that that's really bad, and I think promoting that is really bad. I think saying like you're against cryptocurrency, like, you can't be against cryptocurrency, because it's like then you would be against commerce in general. So if the idea of cryptocurrency is uncomfortable for you, or you think that like Bitcoin is something and that you don't know that there's seriously like a market cap of like $750 billion, and that's happening for a fucking reason. This is not happening by accident. Something is happening. It's happening right in front of our faces. And if you're not going to watch what's going on, like, that's your own choice, but I'm not going to be on that side of the thing. I'm going to be on the winning. I want to be on the winning side, whether that's whatever that means. And the only way I'm going to do that is by like understanding what's going on as much as possible. Like I can be tricked easily, but I want to position myself so that if the space grows, I can, invest in growing that space, because it, like for me, Litecoin is something that I actually use. I actually use Litecoin. I used it today. I used it a couple days before that, and I used it a couple weeks before that. So it's a useful protocol, and it's very useful. Bitcoin is not. I know people who aren't. I mean, I'm not like a weird. I'm not. I'm just interested in it. I'm not a cryptocurrency expert. I'm not a currency expert. I'm not a stock expert. I just think that it's very, very, very interesting. Like that I can send right now, I can send Krillin $1 million and it will cost me 50 cents.
And $1 million.
So why was I was this? You know who Peter Schiff is?
And $1 million. Yes.
Okay, so he was saying that he was on one of these shows I was watching on his channel, and he was talking to somebody. He's like, yeah, well, Bitcoin. He's obviously he's bearish on Bitcoin, because
I'm bearish on all cryptocurrency.
What?
I'm bearish on all cryptocurrency.
Well, he's just always he's a perma bull with gold, so he's always bearish on everything else. So anyway, he's like, yeah, of course. He's like, it costs $20 to do a transaction with Bitcoin. And then I'm like, that's if you use the exchange, but if you have it yourself in your own thing, then you don't have. Well, where's this $20-$30 fee that he's talking about just to do one transaction in Bitcoin?
So the transaction fees have gone up because the processing time needed to solve blocks is very high and the number of miners is low. It's like it has to do with how the system works. So transaction fees are put back into these blocks that are solved. See. I believe that that's kind of a flaw, like the Genesis phase, where when the first bitcoins are being mined, there really shouldn't be transaction fees. The what you should be paid is the block. Right now, for every block that you solve, you get 12.5 Bitcoin, and it used to be 25, and then before that was 50, I think, or maybe it started at 25. I don't remember. It halved at some point.
Really?
But yeah, maybe it started at 25, and then it halves to 1250, and then it halves and halves and halves and halves to make the new coin supply. It's a non-inflationary currency. So like dog coin is one of the other ones, and that's an inflationary currency because you can mint it. You can mint it forever. Mining is minting, so you just go and make some. That's what like as a miner, as a doggy coin miner, all you do is like. I think that's why they call it doggy coin, maybe too. It's like you just dig forever.
Doggy.
Yeah, doggy coin. Dog coin. It's dog coin.
Doggy style coin.
I can talk about whatever the fuck I want, Thrift Shop Hustler. Maybe I don't understand what I'm saying. Don't tell me what to talk about.
I think he's joking.
I know. I don't care if he's joking.
No joking is allowed. This is a serious forum.
Motherfucker. He's just proving to me that I'm being an asshole.
No one is to have any fun or enjoyment.
We'll get listings done.
My ex-girlfriend's boyfriend's sister is into it, so just like, oh my god.
I got like 20 listings done while we've been chatting tonight. So
Dude, I walked into the grocery outlet yesterday. And there was this dude, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't pay in here in Bitcoins. I got some Bitcoins. Y'all don't take Bitcoins." And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck? What is this guy talking about?" Yeah. You know, one Bitcoin's like, if you have like 5 Bitcoins, it's like $1 million or something. Mal asked me when I first bought Bitcoin. I first purchased Bitcoin on like in March of 2014, and I thought that I would lose every single penny of it. I thought it was all a fucking dumb Ponzi scheme. But I was compelled, as I am now. I lost interest. I moved away from the space because it felt so volatile. and weird. I just couldn't even deal with it. So I didn't want to deal with it. So now I'm kind of back, and it's exciting a little bit.
Well, yeah, you have to be able to see like what's that expression, like to really be heavy in Bitcoin is like you have to be able to look at the side of your own blood. Like if you're gonna
Oh yeah, you have to be willing to bleed.
Yeah, you have to be able to look at yourself bleeding. If you can't look at yourself bleeding, then you don't buy Bitcoin.
Dude, well, so it went up to like $1,800 and then dropped to like $900, and I was like, that's the end. And then I just ignored it again. I didn't sell it. I didn't touch it. I just left it there. And I was like, you know what? I'm adopting the strategy that this is like, not like it doesn't exist to me. And in 10 years, let's see what happens. And dude, it's gotten crazy. But it's up and down, but it's up.
It's up heavy.
So high up. But
was it not 16?
Well, it's been fluctuating between 13 and 17. You know, it's been very. But what happens is, so how stocks work, especially very active stocks, in like if you look at stock trading, what'll happen is, like you'll have this variance, and then that variance will swiggle down, and they'll find like a fair market price, and then people will start to come on board, and then it will jump up in price. Yeah, it's called a pennant formation. You probably know about that. Well,
yeah,
Bitcoin,
I know. Yeah,
Bitcoin is like following a perfect pennant formation for the last since the crash, the day like right around Christmas or whatever it was.
You ever heard of you've heard of the term Fibonacci?
Yeah. Do you use the Fibonacci indicators and all that shit?
So what happened with this guy who I was telling you, the degenerate gambler, the guy who lost all his money with Forex, the one with Ethereum, the one that he was going to buy at $27, now it's $1,500 or whatever the heck he said it was. So we were working in a restaurant, okay? Guy walks in from the extermination company, from the whatchamacallit, the pest control. So he's sitting he starts talking to my friend Ed, who thinks he knows fucking everything. So he's talking to Eddie, and he's like, "Yeah, you want to sell the Japanese yen?" And of course, the guy thinks he knows everything. He's like, "Oh, what's this guy know? This guy's just, killing bugs in the restaurant, killing rats and stuff, whatever." So, make a long story short, it goes up tremendously, and the guy used the Fibonacci, whatever the heck. I don't even. It's just the patterns or whatever the hell it is of how looking at the last performance, you could tell by different, like you said, dependents. You could draw out lines to see where it's going to go in the future. But we thought, what?
Yeah,
but we thought he was we thought he was full of shit. But this kid, we were laughing. We're like, this guy's probably a millionaire right now. That because the Japanese yen got crushed. It went from like 80 yen to $1 to like 120, which in currency terms, because when you buy currencies on those exchanges, you're like leverage 300 to 1.
Yeah.
Make a lot of scuttle.
Yes. Well, good trades. It's hard to beat a good trade, I guess.
Yeah, but like we always said too, like even my friend Eddie. So if it's at 1,500 or 1,400, whatever it was, he would have never waited till now to close out the position because he's desperate for money. Yeah. So of course most people would have done is if you had something at $25 and then it's at 300, you say, fuck it, I'm taking my 300. And that's another thing too. When you see the stocks go down, they go down sharper than they go up.
Yeah.
Because people are more nervous about, when they see something going down, especially if they've made profit. Yeah. Especially if they have good profit already in there. If they've already made money, they said, you know what, let me cut my losses. So then boom, 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 boom. People, they take, they take all their money, and then the thing, goes down further.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they start to sell off. That's what a sell off is. But
Exactly.
you're gonna meet resistance with somebody who understands like charting. They're basically gonna create a wall that it can't go down past.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You can create buy walls and pay walls that are very difficult to surmount.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how or whatever people got in and what people,
Yeah.
If they got in low.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I mean, I've never been like a stock trader. How to lose followers 101, yelling at you.
Who's that, Lonnie?
No, that was a thrift shop hustler. Now he's mad at me or something. I don't know.
Oh, thrift shop hustler. Who else is still here?
I don't know. There's like some people here or something, but I think it's
people watching.
Yeah,
So. They're all bots.
They're all bots.
Oh, you thought I was? Remember, you thought I was a robot?
Yeah, Krillin was a bot until a couple weeks.
Now we know that you're not a bot because a robot would have listed more.
Well, the robot's more productive.
Usually not about I'm reading Thrift Shop Hustlers comments in the chat. And it's your channel, so awesome. Talk about what you want. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Almost.
Thrift Shop Hustlers just ball busting. He's joking.
I know he is. Stop talking about Bitcoin. You don't understand what you're saying. My boyfriend's ex-girlfriend's boyfriend is into it, so I hate it. Like
Lauren, I saw your DM, by the way, and I think you're at the right screen. So if you click the link now, it should work. Not that you're going to come in now necessarily, but I think you're at the right. I think you got it.
Okay, but he doesn't. I don't know what's going on. Masked flipper.
The masked flipper.
What persona? Like, why don't you be like the masked berry picker or something? Something that's like a broader audience. The masked uniform salesman. Why does it have to be the masked reseller?
Mothers, hey girl. You quiet tonight.
Ansley. Hi, Ansley. I don't know what else to say. I feel like
Paisley was like, I'm over it.
I know. I feel like we've really gotten far in my transgression away from peace.
She said she had to pee and she wasn't bringing the phone with her. Thank you for not doing that. We appreciate it.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to delete this video.
Why? This is content here, bro. Why?
There's no. This is like us rambling for.
How is this different from any other show you've ever done?
I feel
this is monetizable.
This is monetizable.
Man, that conversation we had about the trauma. That's what it's called.
Trauma. Oh shit. Yes.
I thought it was Tromo.
No, it's trauma. Toxic.
Yeah.
Toxic Avenger.
The Toxic Avenger, all that crazy stuff.
Oh, did you? What about Elvira? Did you like Elvira too, or only Rhonda?
Only Rhonda. Elvira's not my type.
But wasn't she on that too? Wasn't she on the USA Up All Night also?
No, she would do the Halloween guest appearances.
I love her. She's so beautiful, by the way. Like, still, if you look at her, especially without the makeup on, she's beautiful.
Oh, I don't know.
She is. I mean, she's older at this point, but she's a redhead too.
Yeah, she has huge boobs.
Well, okay, that's the part that everybody knows.
I know, that's why I was afraid of her, because she has huge boobs.
But so did Rhonda. That was her gimmick also.
Oh, yeah, but Rhonda Shearer was more like, she didn't look like she came out of a graveyard to eat you.
Elvira she still does the damn thing, by the way. She's still doing it.
Elvira.
That's her. She's beautiful.
That's good.
I think she's a good-looking woman.
I'm sure she is.
There.
So is
she just spooks me a little bit.
She's the redhead right there.
No, that can't be her.
Yes, I'm telling you, it is. That is her.
No, that's too old. That can't be current.
This is from August of 2017.
Nah, impossible.
Yes.
She looks too young.
That is her.
What is she like?
From
What did she get
August.
to, like the Elvira, like the hyperbaric chamber or something?
The time machine.
Beautiful.
Is she like Benjamin Buttons?
I mean, there's like without as much makeup.
That can't be. We were like kids watching her.
I'm telling you, she looks great.
There's no way it's the different Elvira.
It's not. It's her official Instagram page.
No, you gotta go look up.
Was old when I was a kid, brah.
She's 66.
Yeah.
Go to her Wikipedia page. Even her Wikipedia picture. She's beautiful.
Do the math. No, that it can't be. She can't be born in '66.
No, I said she is 66.
That. Oh,
she
you're
was
saying
born in 61. Yes.
You said
I mean, she probably had work done.
There's no way that woman is 60-something years old.
I'm telling you, that is her. Those are current photos.
What's her Instagram name?
Elvira dot Mistress of the Dark. Just type in Elvira. She's the first one that comes up.
I'm doing it.
Where does she live?
I don't know. Probably LA.
Just personal appearances.
The makeup makes her look older.
Mistress of the Dark.
She's a babe, but she has wrinkles and stuff, but she's fucking 66.
Dude. What?
I would get that.
She's
I would
babe
for sure
out,
get that.
Dude, yeah, she is a babe. Holy shit.
I'm telling you.
Dude, that makeup is ridiculous.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
I feel like the gothy makeup does not do her any favors.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm sure she had plastic surgery, but she looks great.
Yeah, so in 90s.
Amazing.
She's married?
Like it matters. No,
yeah, well, you know.
Yes, she is.
Oh my god, this one's amazing.
Oh, you're saying like I have a chance.
No, she actually it says she's divorced.
Oh, I have a
single and ready to mingle. She's a vegetarian.
Older women like me.
She said she lost her virginity to Tom
90s.
Jones.
When they get to their 90s, they cannot resist Krillin.
Listen,
it said she lost her virginity to Tom Jones.
Mighty Boner?
Oh, Tom Jones is good.
What the fuck is going on in this chat? This chat is getting out of control. We're talking about people are calling me Mighty Boner.
Mighty Boner.
Krillin, you creeper ass.
Who said that, Lonnie?
Treasure Hustlers is the funniest person in the world.
And you want to laugh because she's the creepiest one there is.
She's so creepy and awesome.
She's the creepiest one. You ever hear her talk? She's got a gutter mouth.
She's the creepiest. Gutter mouth doesn't make you creepy. Creeping makes you creepy. When you just creep around the internet and you just watch like this. Just watch.
I am Cornholio.
I'm not going back into that.
Nah, done.
I think this night is over.
I think once we start talking about Elvira, maybe that's a.
Oh no! Wait! Before you stop, wait! 1 minute. 1 minute. Look up on the thing. Let's see what Rhonda looks like.
Who?
Lonnie is always welcome back. Lonnie, I love you. I'll say that at the end of this video, but yeah, I don't agree with you, and this platform is about what I agree with. So that.
So did you look her up?
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know who anybody's talking about.
Okay, all right.
What's her name?
Google. I don't know her last name. Type in Rhonda USA Up All Night.
It's Shearer. Rhonda Shearer. Shearer.
Oh,
let's see.
Time was not as nice to her.
But let's see. Make sure you got the right woman. Look at the old pictures first.
Well, that's not true. She looks fine, but Elvira.
Let's see. Can you show me on the thing?
Yes. Hold on. A lot of her pictures are really grainy on her page.
Yeah, that's her. Well, but that's what an old woman was supposed to look like, though. It's not. I know what you're saying.
Elvira,
Like,
though.
I wonder if she still goes out with Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
It's not a.
Oh my god. Okay. It was lovely to see everyone who came on the show. It was lovely to have an active and wonderful chat, but I'm going to actively go to sleep right now.
Same.
So, lovely. Kayla, thank you so much. Rob, thank you so much. I'm glad you come on and let me bust your balls.
Anytime. Love you guys.
See you.
Night.